Good afternoon. This is Allison Penna, aka Bad Widow, and today I want to talk to you about the most essential thing you need to put in before you start to date. A while back, I talked about coming across lots of profiles where uh, the person who had written the profile said, "I am looking for someone to complete me," and I found that really not attractive, because I wanted a whole person to meet. I wanted to be with an entire person, not a partial person. And I didn't want to be a partial person. So I didn't want two halves. I wanted two wholes, complementing and amplifying each other and just enjoying time together. And what happens when we are depleted is that we feel like we're not complete people. And then very often what happens in that situation is we reach out outside ourselves to find someone to complete us. It's very natural and very human. And it's pretty much a guarantee of failure in dating and in relationships. Because if you're looking for someone else to complete you and they're looking for someone else to complete them, then neither of you are whole. So what can you do before you start to date to make sure that this doesn't happen, to make sure that you go into the dating as a whole person, just looking for someone to enjoy a date with, enjoy going to a movie, enjoy going to have coffee, enjoy going for a walk or to have drinks or whatever you feel like doing with that other person? What do you need to do first to make sure that you both come in as complete people? It's simple but not easy. You need to take care of your own self-care. What do you have to do to make sure that you're filled up? Do you need to be sure to journal? Do you need to be sure to schedule in time with friends? What do you need to be whole, to be filled up? Because if you think about it, someone who is feeling good about themselves, who's taking care of their self-care, they are magnetically attractive. So if you're magnetically attractive because you are taking good care of yourself, then you're going to get better people, right? Because those people who are attracted to someone who really knows who they are, who's taking good care of themselves, who is tending to their own self-care so that they go into their dating situation as whole people, as complete, that's the kind of person you'll get back. Because we attract what we are, right? So if we consider ourselves incomplete, if we consider ourselves depleted and we're looking for someone else to fill us up, then among other things, it makes us way too needy. If we need them to fill us up, as opposed to being filled and then they are just the icing on the cake. Time with them just makes everything better. So that's kind of a big secret. It's not necessarily, it's simple but not easy, because like making time in your schedule for dating, you have to make time in your schedule for self-care. And very often there isn't. So it's important to make a list of self-care ideas that you can do in a minute or in several hours or in a week, all different kinds, at all different price points. Because what that means is that it can't be, I don't have the money to do that, as an excuse. I love to blow bubbles. I love to read. I love to walk around the city. So there are things that I love to do that don't cost anything. And there are things that I love to do, like I love to travel globally, that costs a good chunk of money. And so it's important to have, even if you haven't yet done the ones that are more expensive, that cost more, to have a whole range of different self-care ideas within your range of possibilities, and to be putting them into your life on a regular basis. So time to date, if you want to date, and time for self-care have to go into your schedule before you start dating to have them be a success. If you would like the 10 self-care tips, stress-free, time-efficient self-care tips. I would encourage you to use these as a base and then add on to them. Make your own. The more you have, the more you can implement self-care even if you're distracted or exhausted. And that will fill you up, and that will make you complete, and that will make for better dates and a better life. This is Allison Penna, aka Bad Widow. See you tomorrow.